Paladin, you are up for scribing if you wish it.
Absolutely. I will definitely do that.
Put you down as the scribe. And Nil, looks like you were the previous scribe. Would you like to give us a rundown of the events of last time?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So Neil manages to dispel the rune that was blocking the exit to the northwest, which leads to more tunnels. We head south from that room and we run into a room that's closed by webs. Neil and Rob manage to get the door open and are ambushed by some sword spiders. Battle ensues and we achieve victory after dropping quite low due to spider jumps. The room is a library filled with webs. We start clearing them out for Lyra. We managed to clear out the library and found 2 paintings and a trapped chest. Grinko identifies the amulet I found previously as an amulet of devotion. We start a rest, but we're interrupted by Neil from the Bloodhound. He says he is there to check it out for Sithril, but Neil thinks he is lying. We finish the conversation and finish the short rest. Patchwork turns into a giant wolf spider to investigate a tunnel above the library. She lights the webs on fire and manages to find a +1 shield. Neil gives his sentinel shield to Rob. Patchwork gets the amulet of the devout, and Neil gets the +1 shield. We then investigate the chest in the library. Grinkle unlocks it in the northern room. He opens it and triggers a trap, which turns him to stone. Patrick then looks in the chest and discovers a mysterious book. And that is where we left off.
Alright, thank you for that recap. Having some problems with tokens last time, so I'm just gonna delete and re-pull the group for purposes of copy-paste.
Patchwork has seven lights, 7 sources of light.
Yeah, I've noticed there's some bugginess with the saving with light sources, so I'm just gonna turn that off and save this as her default token. Alright, anything else we need to talk about for resources or anything before we get started?
I don't know if we need to talk about this before we get started, but I did put add something to story ideas for Ignatius.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it yet, but I'll have to take a look at it. Did I just freeze up? Let me refresh. That was weird. I think I do still hear some echoing from someone. Does anyone else hear it, or is it just me? Looks like it's Robert.
I hear it very lightly, but
yeah.
God
I mean,
damn it.
Could be my neighbor.
No, I think it is. I think it is Robert echoing a little. Like, it's not terrible. I'm just noticing it. All right. So anyway, let's see. Patchwork, nil. For some reason, it's doubling all the symbols. That's so weird. I'll just take them off for now. Kaladin. Wait, Kaladin? Why is it not pulling that? Why is pulling tokens crashing my roll 20? Weird. Okay, well, I guess he appeared eventually. Robert. Yeah, that's so bizarre. Every time I pull one of your tokens out, it like freezes up my thing.
You just can't handle Robert.
Well, I can't handle any of you guys, apparently. Alright, let me try something. What about...
we optimize our characters too hard.
Yeah, broke roll 20. There he is. What if I pull out a monster? Is it doing it for that? No, the monsters just appear. Weird. Alright, so Grinkle is not here.
Little jump scare to Patchwork with a spider out of nowhere.
Okay, well, the Cal Rune came out without an issue. So did...
pretty easy going.
Yeah, apparently. Let me try to pull Robert again. Maybe it was a one-time thing. Okay, yeah. Alright, tokens are appearing. Maybe it was just some weird server glitch. I'm gonna take these dots off just because, yeah, I don't want to. I'll just save these as your default. Okay. Yeah, was there anything, like I said, that you guys needed to address? You brought up your post. Like I said, I can take a look at that later. See how I integrate it. We do have a spot open if one of you wants to take either Lyra or Iara.
Is Carter an option?
Oh, true. You do have Carter. Yeah, that's right.
Shall we try? Shall we? We're always taking Carter. Shall we try maybe Ayara just for change?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right.
Just to see how she feels, because.
By the way, when the caravan was in Char, we said that Patchwork also did some research, but we never, I was never told what she found out.
Did some research on what again?
Ancient druid groves, because the druids at the Alcavian labs said something about like her carrying their symbols, so she was curious.
I think so. That's for your background, right? Your background info.
Yes.
So if you want, we can. I can let you tell me more about what that info is, or I can try to come up with something. I honestly I hadn't thought about it until you. Or go ahead.
Yeah, I already know what it is, and actually we talked about it with and I was in the last group already, so that should all still be in our chat, so I can just look that up again.
Oh, from your previous game?
Yeah, she still has the same backstory.
All right, yeah. If you want to grab that, and just remind me. But yeah, I mean, we could say that Patchwork found that information out while she was doing her research.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, and who is gonna play Iara?
I nominate Robert.
Robert.
Okay, I can try that. No problem.
I had Nil controlling her. I could switch it over to Rob. Alright. Rob, you are at least in battle, Iara, for this game.
Good. Okay, I'll do that.
Alright. So let's see. Let's go back to the halls of Tarsus. It is the 28th of fall at 4:20 p.m. And I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, we were just kind of in the middle of exploring. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. The chest was open and Robert turned to stone, right? Is that kind of where we left off?
Yes.
Not Robert.
Grinkle.
Grinkle, yeah, sorry. Yeah, group open chest, Grinkle turned to stone. There it is. Alright, so he be over here near where the chest was, I believe. Oh wait, no, you did bring it out to the hall.
The chest is here.
That's right, yeah.
We may have pulled him with a rope. That's why I think he's near me.
No, he was using Mage Hand.
Yeah, he was using Mage Hand.
He was doing something from a distance and still turned to stone.
Yeah.
And Patchwork went up to the chest and opened it because it's flesh to stone and she doesn't have flesh, so in case it goes off again, she's immune.
Alright. And you had opened it today? I don't think I gave you the actual contents of the chest.
You told us about that there is some kind of book inside.
Book.
Oh, right.
Tome.
Did somebody mark that down? I see it in chat.
I don't think we picked it up. Yeah.
I think it was the last thing we
found a
did.
tome and then stopped.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what do we want to do? What does the group wish to do? This tome is sitting in the
Poor-
chest, untouched so
Poor
far.
Grinkle.
I want to take it out of the chest.
Alright, so you pick up the old tome, leather-bound book.
Nothing happens.
No. It, strangely enough, doesn't have any markings on it. But, yeah, just kind of like an old leather-bound book. No title, nothing
Yeah.
to distinguish it.
I want to go. I want to do this near the chest.
Fair enough.
Should I open this? I don't know.
I'll open it.
All right. Yeah, I'll hand it over.
Alright,
I open
so
the tome.
if you open the book, there's a lot of old dwarven writing. Looks like it kind of details a bunch of techniques for talking to like strangers and just other people in general and interacting, how you can improve relationships with others within your life. Kind of like self-help book maybe.
Does it remind us in its vibe the book that Nil studied to increase his wisdom?
It could be similar.
Hmm.
But instead,
So
I'm sure it helps
I-
with like charisma or something.
Yeah. If only Grenkel you could see this, he would really like this book.
Don't talk like that. We'll get him back up. We just have to find
Yeah.
the Lord or maybe the priest.
Yeah.
Just say that
Can someone carry
he'll
him?
be
This
really
guy.
happy. He'll be really happy when he sees this.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
what we should say.
hope. Let's hope we bring him home safely. I guess we should just carry him somehow. Maybe 3 of us can carry him. Like he's a piece of stone right now, and
I mean,
I would offer to put him into bag of holding, but he had bag of holding.
Oh no, but I would guess that he probably weighs more now because he's made of stone.
Only
No. He's like 10
non-magical
times. He
items.
weighs 10 times his normal weight.
Only non-magical
Yeah, I know, but
items turn to stone with him. So
roleplay.
the bag.
So we can take off his bag of holding and try to put him in. I think then we should be fine.
Well, I don't
Well, I
think
can just
you
carry
can.
him as it
Floating
is.
disc.
I don't think you can detach any of his items. They're all stone right now. Like it's not like just his flesh turns to stone. It's pretty much all the stuff he's carrying with him.
Here's my question. It says petrified along with any non-magical objects it is wearing. So the
does
bag, it may be bound in like a stone strap, which might make it hard to take off of him, but the bag itself isn't stone because it's magical.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I'm fine carrying him.
Well, if magic
That's fine.
items aren't affected, then yeah, he's stuff in his backpack might be kind of hard to get to without breaking it open. But some of the stuff on his belt, you could probably break the loops to take it off or whatever's attaching it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think this would be optimal.
Keep that. Go ahead and put that book in your inventory, Calroon. Well, don't read it. This is a gift for Grinkle once we rescue.
All right, and what is the name of this DM?
Well, we don't know the exact name, so we haven't identified it, but you could probably call it Charisma Book. Safely.
I would just
Tome.
call it unidentified tome. But I mean, you can assume. I know
It doesn't have a title, like when he read it. It doesn't have like a
no,
title.
like I said, strangely enough, it kind of has a blank outer shell for the book, but inside are the techniques for improving one's relations with others.
Do I need to delete my token to fix my health bar?
No, you mean the plus 15?
Yeah. Oh,
No.
that's just on my sheet, right?
Yeah, if you go to your sheet And that kind of happens whenever you leave and come back from a game. If you just delete the plus 15, then re-enter it and hit enter, it should fix it. For some
I
reason,
fixed
when it just comes back into the game, it, for whatever reason, doesn't do the math like it should. But yeah, there you go.
Okay, so my question is we're not gonna break the bag by putting him in him, right? Like he's lifting too heavy.
That's what I was wondering. Like, what is there a limit, a weight limit for bag of holding?
When you
I think so.
identified it, the weight limit was 500 pounds.
Yeah, I guess then we will not be able to put Grinkle in. We'll
We can
have to
just
carry
put
him.
Panzer's floating disc, and then we can just float him out of here.
Yeah, probably that's what we have to do because
But
I
how much
think
does
he's a
he
big
weigh now?
furball. He's not really big.
Yeah.
He's not really big, but he's still a furball. I think he weighs at least 200 pounds. I would imagine. And if
Oh.
he is turned to stone, it means it's 2,000 pounds now. Can your floating disc handle 2,000 pounds?
It can handle 500. So no.
Yeah. It could be a problem because he was quite a big bloke, and now he's big block.
Big block.
Oh man, I wasn't
That's
even
fine.
ready for it.
He would have liked that one.
There we go.
That was good.
So the big block stands animated in his final pose. Hopefully, not his final pose.
DM, can we get an official ruling on how much he weighs?
Does the spell say 10 times? Or
I don't
did you
know.
just kind of make that up?
I think it did. I just remembered.
But
for some reason, I don't think I imagined this number from somewhere. I'll double
I
check.
googled how much does a human statue weigh, and it
Wait.
said around 2,000 pounds. So it sounds like you're close. It kind of
Let me
depends
see,
on the
flesh
stone
was-
too, though. But yeah, it's a lot. You're not putting him in the bag of holding. I'll say that. I mean, you can, but it'll rip it and send him into the astral.
Okay, it's in petrified condition. Your weight increases by the factor of 10.
Okay, so yeah, you were correct then.
Yeah, that's where I have it from.
The question is, can the three of us push 2,000 pounds?
So that would depend on your strength scores. Your max press for like pushing, dragging, I believe, is 30 times your strength score. Like
My strength is currently 19.
so we could see what all your strength scores times 30 are and see if that would be more than 1,000.
I've got 300.
I can push 570.
Yeah, I can do 540.
You said that
That's not enough.
I have large build, which I think doubles it, right?
Yes.
yeah.
So I think I can do 900.
Yeah, then
Okay.
we
so
have
with
enough.
the four
if
of you,
all
you
four
could
of us push.
very slowly move him around.
If we have,
But is
like
it not
ropes.
better to not go back and see if we can get the priest whilst we protect him here? Is that not quicker? Because if we're attacked on the way, I don't know if we'll be able to.
Iara would say, yeah, we should probably, I mean, as much as I hate to leave him behind, I feel like we're going to chip him, dragging him through all these hallways to get back. Plus, you know,
Well, let's
make
move him to a
noise.
secure spot. Let's move him into the library, in case there's any monsters roaming around here.
Alright, so I'll say you can do that pretty easily. You just push him over into the library.
And let's go get the priest. That's a better idea. Much smarter.
Yeah. I did just want to check out, like, this is the last area we haven't seen down here.
Yeah, so if you go to the south there, it looks like a partially flooded room. There's a bunch of water dripping from the ceiling. It looks like the eastern side of the room is caved in, as if a bunch of rocks fell from the ceiling. There's a wall kind of going through the center of the room, which is partially collapsed in the middle here. And a large, watery, what might be a hole in the floor that's filled with a bunch of water.
Yeah, it looks like there is something there. Like it's so we are not 100% explored, but I don't think we need to continue exploring with Grinkle like that. I see that there is something there, like behind the door, behind the water.
So,
I see
yeah,
that there is a door somewhere there.
yeah, if you shine your light through, it does look like there's a large double door. Oh, and who took the tome, by the way?
I did.
Okay, so just make sure someone has that in their inventory. So yeah, the water looks dark and murky, like kind of dirty looking. But yeah, you're not sure how deep it is. It's hard to tell without jumping in.
Is this location here? Is it just like an opening that you can swim through, or is it like do you have to dive to get under here?
No, you can just swim through it.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it
But-
looks like maybe. So actually, I'll say survival or like some kind of stone cutting might tell you something here.
Let me
Can
try.
anyone do that?
Yeah, anyone who takes a look. So yeah, it almost looks like this hole is the result of maybe like the floor underneath kind of like maybe there was another level to this dungeon and the ceiling caved in, because it seems like the way it is kind of shaped, there might be like a ceiling of a different room underneath this one that's been flooded with water.
I could swim through on the other side. I'm not wearing armor or anything.
There is one problem. I can't swim. I will sink. I'm too heavy.
Are you heavier than 500 pounds? We have this beautiful bag of holding. We can take you.
Oh, we don't. It's currently attached to a 2,000-pound paperweight.
Well, we can take it off him.
Could
We
break
consider
his,
taking it
Oh,
off
I-
him.
break his belt strap and pull it off.
No, I weigh less. I'm just. I really don't want to go into the bag of holding either.
Honestly, I don't like. Do you think, guys, we need to? How do you feel? Like, how are you healthy? Do you have resources?
I have
Are we?
No.
I have ring of
Healthy,
ring of
yes.
swimming.
Resources,
so
no.
I have a 40-foot swim speed. So honestly,
No,
I'm
I'm
not afraid
not.
to-
I think you can get there, but what if something attacks you and we're all here and we'll have to swim there? We'll have to fight. Are we ready for another fight in case something is there?
I am. Yeah.
Iara says I could use a couple of bolts, but for the most part, I'm doing good. Pick some up in town, maybe.
Well, then maybe. Like, I'm okay to just finish exploring because so we don't have to go back. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I think we should. Can somebody, if I'm going underwater, can I get tagged with a light, please?
Wait. We need to before we do that. We need to think. What happens if something is like if something happens? How do others get through? And especially Patchwork, who cannot swim.
You could attach a rope to me and just pull me out.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to go to me. You can just drag me away. And I'm sure, even if you sink low, you could, still climb a wall underwater. And if we have rope, we could pull you up.
All right.
We
Can I
could
see
stretch.
how deep?
We could.
How
Do
deep
we
the
have a
water
rope?
is?
Do we have
Yeah,
a rope?
I have lots of rope.
We could
Can-
actually use a couple of pitons and just make it like a tightrope that she can climb. Well, maybe not walk, but at least she can climb it, so she doesn't have to get into the water, or she can.
Can I
Yeah,
Can I
like
see
that.
how deep the water is?
No, you can't really see through the kind of the darkness of the water. It's a little bit dirty. You would imagine, yeah, using a rope, you could probably just climb out on the other side.
Okay, we'll do a tightrope then, and use it
Okay.
to sort of climb monkey style.
Yeah. So we basically we hammer a piton into the floor here. Then Kaladin will get over to the other side, hammer another piton together with the rope, and tie the rope to the other side, and we'll have like a basically a tight rope in this direction.
All right,
Yeah, I'll grab the
so
rope and
let's see.
get in the water.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's about 20, 30 feet of rope, I'll say. And you guys use 2 pitons and 30 feet of rope, and I'll just mark on the
I'll
area so I remember.
I'll
what's
mark
here.
off some pitons.
So I get
Uh,
well, I will go into the water and swim across. Just tell me if I need to stop.
All right,
I have
you
a
need
swim
to
suit.
stop because as you
Okay.
get to this point, 2 very large skeletons rise from the
Oh, no.
depths. I need initiative
awesome.
rolls. It's more of
Of
these
course.
giant creatures.
Oh, you see, Patchwork, you don't have to go into the water. The water came to you.
Yay.
Their rusted armor and weaponry. Oh, wait. Oh, no. When did that work?
Robert, you might have to roll for AR. Who's not on the map, I don't think.
Yes, I cannot see her. Should I drag her in, or?
Yeah, go ahead and pull her on. She was in the background. Alright, there we go. So, I'm going to say you guys are surprised by this.
So disadvantage.
Usually I just say -5 from whatever you rolled, because unless you have a macro, rolling disadvantage for this thing is annoying.
Okay,
So
so
I'd just say
subtract
like
5.
Yeah, subtract 5 from whatever initiative thing you rolled until I figure out what the macro is for disadvantage on initiatives.
Subtract 5 from initiative.
Yeah, so just like edit your initiative score to be like 5 lower than whatever you rolled, and let
I
me
got
know.
4.
Oh, so then you'd
You'd be
be
at
at
-1.
-1. Alright, so I think everyone... Oh, I still need IR as initiative.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
And if you click on her, one of the buttons on top should be initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so she'd be at 12.18.
Can I swap with her with my alert feat?
Yeah, sure, if you have that ability.
I
Yeah,
do.
she would prefer that.
Okay, so you go from 10.18 to 12.18, and vice versa. So go
I
ahead and
will
just
edit it.
edit those initiatives, and then I will order. And yeah, IR would go to 10.18, which I think Robert. I could just change it, that's fine. 10.18. And the first act is going to be Kaladin, surprisingly. So yeah, as the creatures rush up from below, I'll say Ayara yells a warning. She says, "Look out!" which gives you a bit of an initiative bonus through your alertness. What are you doing?
So at the start of my turn, I'll spend a focus point and activate the elemental attunement.
Okay.
I will use my bonus action for a free disengage. I believe that's yes. patient defense. Disengage as a bonus action without a focus point.
Alright.
And I will.
So
Ooh,
each
how
water
far-
square is 10 feet, and climbing out is also difficult terrain.
I do have a swim speed. Does that help?
Yeah, then you can use your swim speed instead.
I will stand here and attack this one with my action.
Alright, so you whip your water arms at him.
Yes. And I will do. I learned my lesson from last time, so I'll be doing. It says force, but I'm doing bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so 21 is going to strike, slamming the water against him. And that's gonna do 22 force. Or sorry, you said you were doing bludgeoning, right?
Yeah.
So 22 bludgeoning. So that gives him a level of wound. So what does that look like?
I just slam my my water whip into his chest, attacking center of mass.
Alright, several bones crack under the pressure of the bludgeoning damage. What else?
I'll do one more attack to the same one.
Alright, another water whip. 19 is just enough to strike it. It's AC.
Yeah, and I'll bring it down on his head. 8 bludgeoning.
Alright, so once again, you crack your water arm against him, doing some bludgeoning damage to his center mass. Anything else?
I will just move one more square out of the water. I'm still disengaging, so I shouldn't take an oppie, and that'll end my turn.
Alright, yeah, that is it for you. Now, Robert, what are you gonna do?
Does this place here look enough for me to stand in?
So
Like,
when Kaladin jumped in, he was kind of swimming, so you don't think you can stand there. You would be swimming. And you would know that fighting in the water is very difficult with certain weapons. Like I
yes,
think
and
most
insert an
weapons
armor
are
and stuff.
most weapons are at disadvantage while fighting in aquatic environments, except for like trident, I think like dagger, and a few
Yeah,
others,
but
spear.
yeah, so this place is a little bit too much. Well, like there is not much I can do then. I will not be fighting in water. I'll just hope. I'll just ready. I will turn my use bonus action um to make my sword flaming, pure flame, and ready an attack on like the first who comes into reach.
Alright, so you are readying an attack and ending your turn. So the Marauder is going to move 5, or yeah, 15 with difficult terrain, and he's going to dash and try to overrun the two of you. So I need...
Wouldn't I get my attack first?
yeah, if you were readying as he approached, you would.
Okay. I'm thinking it's here, right? Yeah, I'll just attack him.
Alright, so you attack with your readied slash, but now 15 is going to deflect off of his thick armor. Maybe some rust falls off as you smash it with the sword. So I need athletics checks from you two, as he's trying to overrun. Being as large as he is, he would have advantage.
Not very strong.
Look at that.
Well,
Look at that.
So Patchwork actually manages to keep him at bay. And he is going to be forced to back up, giving you 2 oppies.
Wow, that is awesome.
If you
Can
want
an
to take
RP can that be a spell?
only if you are a warcaster.
Then I can't because I don't have a weapon out.
Alright, so Kaladin with a 27, you would smack it.
If he's vulnerable, that should be 16 bludgeoning.
Alright, so once again, you smack him doing 16. And he is going to have to stay... Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting about their ability. Because he still has his action. No. He has that marauding charge thing. Okay, so yeah, that's what he should have done first. So he's gonna marauding. Oh, but no, he can't move. Oh wait, can he move through? Yes, move through squares of medium size or smaller. Okay. Alright, so that's what he's gonna do. So like you knock him back, smack him, and then he's going to just marauding charge right through. That would be his action though, so that's gonna end his turn.
I see.
So he gets to there, and
That
that's
was
it.
that was great teamwork though.
I'll say he comes here just to be in. Oh no, he'll be here. Ayara, what are you gonna do?
Ayara is going to step away here and attack him with whatever she has. Was it hand crossbow? Yes, she will attack him with hand crossbow, hopefully with sneak attack.
Alright, so she pulls out her hand crossbow, firing at him. Yeah, 24 will land, shooting him through his armor.
Yes, I'm trying to see how I can roll damage.
Okay, so he would be immune to poison, taking 5 piercing, as he's resistant to that. And an extra 6 piercing from the sneak, so that's going to be 11.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's it from her.
So she's reloading. This marauder is going to come up this way. And he is also going to use his charge, his action, to move over here. Just kind of bursting past you guys as he does so, ending his turn. Patchwork.
Not much I can do because I don't have any spell slots left.
Well, don't die then.
So these things, at first you knock one of them back, but then they just kind of come bursting through your front line.
So they are weak to bludgeoning damage, I take it.
It does seem like Kaladin's attacks are very effective, yeah.
So because I do have a weapon, I just don't have it out. How does that work?
You can draw the weapon and
Like-
attack.
Okay, I just wanted to know if that was an action or something. Yeah, I'll get out my mace and I'll try to hit the thing in front of me.
Alright, so you quickly pull your mace out, swinging.
Nope.
Oh, but no, it's going to bounce off his armor, unfortunately.
Even flanking with Calrune?
Yeah, his AC 17. They're pretty heavily armored.
Yeah,
Alright.
not used to fighting with weapons. And
Alright, so that is it for
I
you.
won't do anything.
And also, I think the diagonal is only your flanking. Someone would have to be in these two to get flank with her.
Okay.
Nil.
Yes.
Oh, you're way back there.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on Grinkle
All right.
while people are happening. But luckily, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I am going to True Strike.
All right. So you summon radiant energy to your weapon, bringing it down upon him. 18 is enough with the flank, so that does strike.
Yeah. Well, I also want to use my giant ancestry because I think he is large.
Yeah, he is large. Alright, so this would hit for 17 radiant.
Yep.
The weapon sears him, and that will give him another level of wound.
Yep, and he is prone.
Alright, so what does that look like?
What the attack? So the head of my axe turns into like gives off a starlight, and I bring it down onto his head, and the weight of the weapon just crashes him to the floor, or prone.
Alright, so you smack it into his helm, keeping his head from shattering from the impact, but he does kind of chitter a bunch, going to one knee as you do hit him.
Cool.
Alright, so that is it for Nil. And new round will be Calroon. So yeah, whenever you do a level of wound, just give me a rundown of what it looks like based on the severity of the level. So obviously like 3 is going to be more crazy than 2, which is going to be more crazy than 1, and of course the death blow or like knocking someone out or down. But Calroon,
like
what do you
that.
want to do?
With him being prone, I was thinking about using Shocking Grasp on him. Would that be at disadvantage?
No, that's a melee
Or-
attack, so it'd actually be an advantage. It would also be at advantage because he has metal armor.
Sweet. Alright, so I'm going to use Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
And
So you lunge forward, your hands sizzling with energy. 20 is going to strike as waves of electricity go through him. And he is going to take 10 lightning as he sizzles.
And that does get rid of his reaction as well. So he can't take opportunity attacks.
Alright. He is momentarily kind of stunned by the electric shock.
And since that's the case, I will be moving back.
Alright.
Smart.
So into the new round, we have Kaladin again.
So I can move through my friendly squares as long as I don't have my turn there, right? Difficult terrain.
Yeah, you can move through ally squares as long as they don't prevent your movement.
All right. I would like to, if you guys will let me, I would like to step here.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try to protect Ayara. So I will attack the one next to her first.
Alright, so you whip an arm over there. Yeah, 27 is going to strike the creature.
This will be bludgeoning. So
Alright,
22,
yeah. So,
and force him to make the save to avoid grapple.
Alright, and that's going to be a first level of wounds. Was it a strength save?
Strength or dex, his choice.
He's definitely using strength, and he is going to make it with a +5.
maybe I got his attention. If you want me to describe for the level of wound, I
Yeah.
basically just I'm going to crash it into his back, and then it'll wrap around him. But obviously he breaks out of it because he's so strong.
Alright. He turns around for a moment, but you're too far away, so he is still focusing on Iara, because he does not want an Oppie. At least he's not willing to take an Oppie yet. He didn't do enough damage to him. Robert.
Okay.
Or you
Oh.
you have more attacks, I guess. What else?
Yeah, I do. I will.
like
If he turns
7
back around,
more.
I'm going to step forward actually, since this guy doesn't have a reaction. And I'll attack him again.
Alright, so you do another slap on him. 22, yeah, that's going to strike. Doing another 24. As he cracks a bit more, and definitely is now focused on you.
Okay, and I will use a focus point for flurry of blows.
Alright, so 2 more attacks. With
Yep.
flank. 26 strikes again, and 24 damage will do another level of wound.
Yeah, I'll do like a double palm strike to his chest.
Alright, so more
Sort of like
bones.
that move
More
Neo did
bones
to him.
crack. Yeah.
And one more unarmed strike. That's
17 is just enough, so yes, that will hit as well. For another 22. Alright, which will bring him to a 3rd level of wound.
Yeah, I'll do a kick to his inner thigh, sort of shattering some of the leg bones.
Alright, so he looks like he is struggling versus the onslaught of broken bone, but he still stands.
And then I'll beckon him with like a hand wave.
Alright, Robert.
Okay. Robert will step here. And make his first attack on the wounded guy, because we don't want to leave Ayara cornered like that.
Alright, so you slash at him using your sword. 21 is going to strike him. Are you in... You're in fire.
I will
mode, right?
Yes, this is fire mode. I will re-roll this one.
Alright.
And I will add this one. So this is 16 plus. I will use superiority dice to do a maneuvering attack for Ayara. Yes. So this would be 19 total.
Alright, so the skeleton takes another... well, that was a burning attack, searing his bones and weakening the joints. Several bones falling off him. And where is
Yes,
she
and
moving?
because I used maneuvering attack, Ayara can move half of her movement without provoking attack of opportunity as a reaction.
Okay.
How does he look? I'm wondering if I should spend my another attack on him, or yeah, I'll try to finish him. I'll use another attack on him
Okay.
because.
So you swing again, and 27 will indeed strike. Burning him for 10, which is going to destroy him for a 4th level of wound.
Nice. And with my remaining movement, I will move here.
So what does that look like when you bring him down?
I because my sword is basically the flame. So with the last one, I stab it into him and hold it there. And before I used to just slash him with the flaming weapon, but with the last one I managed to get it in and just hold it there so it really sets in and he just burns.
Alright, so the flames take hold and he just kind of falls apart into a pile of broken armor and burning bone on the floor as you step away. That's it for you.
Yes.
Alright, so the other skeleton is going to stand up.
I'm sorry. You know what? I think I'm. Let me check. I will action search and do 2 attacks against him.
Alright. So he is
So
prone
I
still.
will action search and. Would I flank from here with nil?
No, you need someone on this side to flank a large.
No, if I was here, if I was in this,
yes, that would be a flank. Yes.
so when I was here, instead of moving, I will use my jump to jump towards here, and and then action surge for 2 more attacks, flanking with nil.
Okay. So you leap over there as the skeleton's getting up, bringing the first sword down upon him. He takes 15 more fire, and that is going to give him a 3rd level of wound. So what does that look like?
For now, this is just slashing him with like a little bit of like a lightsaber kind of vibe.
Alright,
Kind of in places where sword touches him, there is a flaming line being left on his body and on his armor.
Alright, so the fire kind of goes through him. Then a 25 strikes again, doing another 14.
And for the last one, I use another superiority die for 1 more maneuvering attack, and this time Patchwork can move half her movement.
Okay,
as a
that's
reaction.
another 1 point of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
This won't do opportunity attack, right?
No.
It will not, even if it could, because of maneuvering attack.
Okay, I'm going to move down here.
Yep.
Alright, so you move over there. The creature goes. It is going to stand up. And with its large scimitar, it is going to do a... Well, I guess it can move here, because it is still more angry at Kaladin. It's going to multi-attack you. So, first slash on you. That is going to miss as you jumped sideways, dodging it. Second slash.
Wait a second. After this one, let me check Sentinel.
Are you gonna reaction?
Yep.
Alright, so as he is attacking your ally, you come in.
Let me see. Does he have to hit? I'm just reading it.
Let's see.
It's a target other than you with an attack, so he has to hit for it to work.
Yeah, so he did
But
just.
I'm ready.
Well, I think he hit with the second one, 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so he would strike you. Oh, well.
Revenge.
So 24 slashing, Kaladin.
I would like to use my reaction to
Reduce.
deflect.
Alright,
Yes.
how much do you reduce it by?
It is a D10 plus 10. I have a macro for it. Hold on. Deflect attack. Reduce it by 17.
Alright, so 7 slashing. As Robert comes in for the killing blow, what does that look like?
Well, this is basically the same as with the previous one. I managed to wedge my sword between his rib cage, and I kind of just move it a little bit, and as if and it just starts burning as if it, like a kiln, as if they gave it a little bit of air, so it starts blowing and burning hotter, and he just catches ablaze.
Alright, falling over, dead. Destroyed. Alright. So, yeah, the battle ends. Everyone is in pretty good shape, luckily. What do you want to do?
Nice work, Robert. You saved me right there.
It's fine. He still hit you. Sorry.
Crosses her arms and says, who gave you the warning yell? They would have cut you up in the water if you hadn't gotten out of there.
Good point. You're very useful. We haven't fought with you as much as we have Carter, but every time we do, you prove your worth.
Yeah. Also, this bolt to his back was a good one. Nice job,
Well,
Air.
you know, bolts are usually more effective against things that can bleed, but do what I can.
Oh, you see, it's you managed to do good damage to him even with a weapon that was not that effective. So I think that's kind of shows your skill.
She says, "Well, I appreciate the after words of affirmation after everyone else was getting compliments, but that's fine." She just smiles, half smiles under her mask.
Let's check their bodies. I'm assuming that everything is like totally nasty and wet, but maybe they've got a gold pouch.
So the skeletons have their armor and weapons, so nothing of obvious value. That said, their essence could be useful in future rituals.
Calrune, can you try? I think this was something for Calrune to do, at least if I remember correctly, or was it Nil's thing, undead essence?
Well, anyone can collect it. It requires religious training to gain a bonus amount.
I can do that. I can do that.
Alright, so there'd be 30 Maho of Skeleton Marauder Essence, CR7.
Can I take that?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Wait, why
Okay,
Clarity.
about that.
Yeah, so let's see where we stopped.
Yeah,
Just
I'll-
take this
What
rope and
challenge?
take this
Challenge
rope and
rating is that?
7.
What's up, Patrick?
The challenge rating of the skeletons.
Oh, CR was 7.
Okay.
So I will pick up the rope and try once more. Hopefully I don't get ambushed.
Alright, now at this point, there's no issue. You are able to swim through and secure the 30 feet of rope and 2 pitons.
Awesome.
I'll just, I guess, put here and here.
All right. If you're nimble on your feet, walk across, and if you're more use your strength, then you can climb across.
Yeah, I'll just climb as a sloth.
Alright, well, I mean, you can kind of swim in your armor, though obviously not very well. It's not heavy enough. It's not like ceremonial or anything that just drags you to the bottom of the water.
I don't want to get it wet if I can help it, so I would try to
Yeah.
just climb a little bit.
It's definitely nasty water, so it is unless you touch the better. Sadly, you do have to immerse yourself a good amount in it to get across, but yeah, you do manage to get
Yeah.
through.
Right.
Yeah, I'll pull myself across too.
Alright, see, I'll get a little dirty from the water.
Yeah,
Coming
I
out
actually
on the other
swim in it,
side.
so I got really dirty.
Yeah, it seems like the water is fairly deep. So you do have to swim.
Does anybody have prestidigitation?
I have.
If I swim through this water, will it destroy my book?
You don't think so. Usually, assuming your book is magic, magical items are fairly hardy. Spell books are also fairly resistant to the elements. I mean, you could just keep your backpack above your head as you go through or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I do.
I mean, I kind of want to stay with Grinkle though to make sure nothing comes along.
While we go
Yeah.
get Fedloid or the priest.
Yeah, Yeah, but I don't mind staying on this side if you wanted to leave your stuff here. I'll just keep an eye on.
I don't know if he
here.
wants to leave his spell book.
That's fair. Well, just his other books then. If he has any other books that don't want to get waterlogged.
I think I kept them dry, keeping them over my head.
Okay.
Yeah. Nil, it feels so lonely opening a door without you.
Well, this
I
might.
will take a look at the door. I'll take a look at the door. Does it look locked? Is there like some warning signs? What's up there? And guys, just
Can
get
I-
away from get away from the door for now, just in case something blows up.
Yeah, I
Actually-
want to try to listen if something moves behind the door.
I am also going to use stone cunning, and I'm going to use tremor sense to see if I can't feel anything behind the door.
So you
Walking
would
around.
sense some movement with tremor sense. You think you feel 7 things moving around inside the room.
Oh god.
7.
How do they sound? I do have passive perception of 20 with my new shield.
You can make a roll to see what you hear.
Can I try too?
Yeah, anyone could do a perception check. So yeah, it does sound like there's some faint movement in there. Do you have advantage, Rob, with your shield?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
passive perception of 20, so
Gotcha. So yeah, you do hear some faint movement. You can't really tell too much, although you think one of the creatures in there might be large. It sounds like heavier footsteps. And almost like a horse.
Okay,
It sounds like horse hooves, which is kind of weird.
haven't we already faced a demon here, somewhere not far from here, that was horse-like?
I believe you did, yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be
Guys,
another one
do
of
we
So-
want to do we want another? I think if we want to go there, we definitely need to wait for Nil.
Yeah, and
And
I'd really like my magic back.
yeah, so
Well, what we could do is we could set up a tiny hut in this hallway. That way they can't walk through it. And we can take a long rest.
yeah,
Yeah, but
why
then
not?
what about Grinkle though?
Well, he's not gonna mind.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to leave Grinkle here with demons walking around. If they find his body, they might destroy him.
Maybe we just we go up and set up tiny hut around Gringle.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you are talking, the door suddenly
no.
opens. Give me initiative.
Oh,
We
Raiders.
we shouldn't talk right in front of the door. Oh,
They
hell.
may have heard you either splashing around fighting before or maybe getting close to the door. But yeah. So another
Oh
one of
no,
these
that's a bow attack.
large demons, the horse guys, opens the door. Which, like I said, I think you've seen these before.
We even fought one of them,
Yeah.
but we don't know what they do because I think one of them was just charmed by Gringle. Whole fight.
Yeah, so you're not sure what they're capable of. You're not surprised because, like I said, luckily you heard it, or Patchwork heard it as it was approaching. And I'll say she maybe gave you a quick warning. Like it's
Yeah,
coming.
I definitely would have told them what I heard.
Okay, so initiatives. All right. And also in this room, it looks like there are more of those strange, scary-faced creatures. Which I forget. I don't remember if you had identified them or not.
Oh, Dak. We know Bodax.
Strangely enough, it's not showing up as something you fought before, but maybe you've just seen them.
Yeah, we
alone.
did fight them.
Alright, that's
One
weird.
time.
I think on the bridge. I think it was a random encounter, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it was a random one.
So it looks like there are more of them here, and they also don't seem very nice as they turn towards you in a threatening manner. More of those glowing skeletons as well, though these are just kind of standing up against the wall, the ones that exploded. So the first to act is going to be Bodak. Alright. So it's going to step up behind the Armonite, and it throws its hand forward as a large radius of dark energy kind of creeps out, filling an area around it. It then looks towards... let's see. I guess the easiest to see would be Patchwork. I need a con save from you as its gaze begins to wither your body.
Hooray!
Alright. So unfortunately, you are affected by this, taking 18 points of necrotic damage. As its gaze just withers you and you feel your body start to like rot, and the wood in you starts to kind of snap from the energies being drained. That's going to be it for the creature. Make it so this just rolls, so I don't have to roll. So yeah, that's it for the first Bodak. The second one is going to step forward as well, doing something similar, and again to you, Patchwork. So I need another con save as more necrotic energy washes over you. Alright, so that time you made it, luckily, steeling yourself against the attack. However, you would still take some damage. So 11 necrotic damage this time as you resist the full effect.
Oh yeah. This is necrotic damage. I have resistance because of my armor. So before it would have just been 9 damage.
Yeah, so it would be then 9 and 5, so 14. Well, if the second one saw that was resisted, well, all right. Well, we'll just play it. Too late. Yeah, I should say too late for you. All right. Anyway, Bodak is done. Kaladin, what are you gonna do?
But wait, if it was 11 damage, half by resistance and half because I made the save, wouldn't that be 2 or 3 damage?
No, 11 was half. You rolled a 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been way higher if you had failed. Kaladin, what are you gonna do?
I'll use 20 movement to get right here, and that's within 15 feet. My arms are still active from last combat because they last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been less than 10 minutes exactly.
I will attack him with an arm strike.
So, as you go to swing, let me see something. Where did you start your turn?
Back here.
Okay, so you rush up and swing at the creature. 25 is going to be enough to hit it. AC is 16. So as it's coming forward from behind you, slap a watery tentacle out, slamming against it.
Yes, and it's going to, after it does the damage, try to wrap around, and he needs to make a, I'm assuming, strength save.
But he can choose he's gonna do strength. So he will try to resist the grab. Yeah, he's going to use strength on this. Oh, so he's going to fail it with a +5. As the water wraps around him, he struggles but cannot get free.
Okay. Now, I have a question. If I were to drag him through my friend's spaces, they could willingly let him pass, right?
Yeah, you just can't. I don't think you can. Well, technically, you're not supposed to be able to end as long as you can get him to a square where it's not ending on their space.
Yes.
But yes, they can if they want to allow him to pass through.
Okay. So, well, first of all, I'll resolve my second attack, so I will hit him once more with an unarmed strike.
All right.
And I do
Oh,
have advantage
ah,
because he's grappled.
so then that is a crit. All right, so you slap him for another 12 points of force, dealing a level of wound to him.
Yes. And this, so I will, like, basically I've got one arm that's grappled him, and I sort of pull him into the next whip, you know, like kind of pull his head down and then whip him with the other one.
Alright.
And I will use my bonus action to Step of the Wind, a free dash, so that I have enough movement to do this.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull him. Basically, I want him in the water. So
you're
I'll-
jumping in the water?
Yep, and I have a swim speed, so that doesn't reduce my movement.
What's your
5,
swim
10.
speed?
40.
Okay, so that's... how much have you moved so far this turn?
I moved
20.
5, 10, 15, 20,
So
20 to here, and then I just dashed. So I had to use not even half of my
30,
movement before.
40... So you're at 40 feet of movement right now. 50...
50, 60.
So he splashes down in the water as you pull him.
And is he
Oh,
like
that's great.
submerged?
Partially.
I will that was 30, 40, 50, 60 to get here.
Yeah.
And I have 90 in total.
Yeah.
So I will, from there, I will go 5, no longer dragging, but I still have him grappled. 10, 15, 20. And I will, no, I'll stay right here in the water.
So you pull him in quickly, then swimming up behind him.
Yeah.
What else?
That's going to be the end of my turn.
Nil.
Wonder how horses swim.
Not very elegantly.
Okay.
They can.
Is he reaching the bottom from there?
He is swimming, so he's
Okay.
no, he doesn't reach the bottom. At least not on this square.
He's kicking his feet really fast to stay up.
Snarling.
I don't think, as being a demon, I don't think they're very good swimmers.
Well, he seems to be doing okay so far. His tail is up
very
in
happy.
the air as if it's ready to strike like a scorpion. He also is channeling some kind of lightning energy through his hands.
Well, that seems dangerous. Okay. I'm going to cast Blast.
Alright, so you let out a bunch of divine energy, bringing the fortune of your god upon who?
I think Patchwork is out of range. That goes swimming. So that'll be Calvary, Kaladin, and Robert.
Alright, so the three of you are blessed.
Thank you.
As you begin concentrating on the spell to maintain it, what else?
That's it for now. I just want to stay in range to do a warding flare if I can.
Alright, Robert.
Okay, well, Bodox are nice, but let's try to finish this guy. And I will be attacking him twice.
So as you are about to turn to attack him, the eyes of the Bodax flash at you, and you feel a strange terror within your soul. I need 2 Constitution saves from you. Okay.
At the bless.
Alright, so luckily you steel yourself, resisting the urge to just scream from the horrible visage of their faces. And yeah, you are unaffected by whatever they did.
Nice. So yes, first attack.
Alright, so you bring your weapon down upon this guy. 21 will strike with the first swing. The flames burn him, but they seem less effective as he only takes 7 from that.
Interesting. Yes, and I did use superiority die, so
another
like in
4.
total it would be more, and I will allow. Let's see. I will allow Calroon to move away, half his movement,
So he
Thank you.
he
without provoking
chuckles.
attack of opportunity as a reaction.
He chuckles at your attack, yelling something in a language you probably don't understand at you.
And
Probably
now,
fire is my element.
I'm trying to remember from when we fought them previously. Were they immune to physical attacks as well?
I don't
Because we
know.
did kill one of them before.
You don't think the demons have physical immunity.
Okay, then as my so was it? Yeah, this was the first attack. Then I use bonus action to disable the sword and make my sword normal, just
Alright.
as a slashing weapon.
So the flames reduce quite a bit, leaving only a small bit of burning on the sword as you change it to its normal form. 19 will strike again. 21 with the flank.
And here will be another attack.
Alright, so I assume it is 15 slashing this time.
Yes, it is. Ah, yeah, sorry, I used the wrong one.
Alright, so that will do 15 damage to him. Yeah, he's still looking pretty healthy as you cut into him. No level of wound there. What
Oh,
else?
I'm good. I'm done.
Alright, so the Armonite goes. Now you're grappling him, aren't you?
Yes.
Alright.
If he wants to escape, it requires his action.
Or to send you flying away.
That will work too.
But no, you just see a large serrated tail come up and then stab down at you as you're swimming
I like
behind
use-
him.
Warding flare.
Alright, so
Well,
seeing
I
this...
do have a question.
Yeah.
Does he have disadvantage for being in the water and not having a swim speed?
No, because his serrated tail is a piercing weapon. I think
I see.
certain, if I remember correctly, like certain piercing weapons you can use in watery combat.
Yeah, you're right. Like knives and tridents and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm gonna rule that his tail is not like a swinging, so he just stabs it at you.
Makes
So
sense.
warding flare is probably a good call because that would have been a crit.
Oh, thank you.
But being temporarily blinded, that is going to miss. He will.
Yeah, 10 temp 2.
So he is then going to turn around, and with the lightning he's been pulling onto his arms, he's going to let loose a jagged bolt of it, which, where is it? This one. kind of flies north from him through the two of you. So I need dex saves.
Am I not behind a wall?
You're partially behind the wall, but not fully.
Oh, you do get cover bonus from for added to deck saves. So does he get like a little bonus?
For area saves?
Yeah, cover provides bonuses to dexterity saves.
I know for like, I think I remember reading for like fireball it does not, because it spreads around cover.
Maybe a lightning bolt it would, because it's just like a straight line.
Sure, I'll give you a cover bonus of +2 to your dex save.
I don't matter that. Oh.
24.
Alright, so luckily you would both make it. However, it does still deal some damage. So that's going to be 42 lightning, halved is 21. As you are struck by a really nasty and powerful, or at least partially struck by it, sizzling you a bit. Armanite seems disappointed that you're still alive, but that is going to be it for him. What did you say?
I make a con save.
Yeah, the temp HP that he gives me eats about half of that.
Alright. Con save for holding, yeah, so you do hold the bless. Calroon.
Alright.
Wait, weren't you over here?
His maneuvering attack allowed him to move.
Oh, right, you told him to back up.
Yeah.
Okay. That is what happened.
Alright. I am going to use my 4th level spell slot, Summon Construct, and I am going to summon him right here, because that's the only spot I can see.
Alright, go ahead and pull him onto the board.
Right.
That's awesome. Round
So,
2.
What does it look like when you summon this thing?
The one that I summoned the metal. I summoned the metal one.
Yeah.
And basically it just forms into existence right there, and it looks pretty much like the avatar does, or the token. It just kind of materialized.
So you summon this creature, beginning concentration on the spell. What else are you doing?
That's going to be it. It can't move this turn, right?
Oh, and one other thing, Robert. Ending in their auras, you would have taken 5 points of necrotic damage, as these auras drain you. But go ahead. What else are you doing, Calroon?
I believe the construct goes right after you, Calroon. So if you want it to move, all you have to do is end your turn.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end my turn, making it the construct's turn.
Yes. So what is the construct going to do?
It's going to run straight forward to that guy.
Alright, so it rushes up on the Bodak.
It's going to multi-attack, so it's going to have 2 slam attacks.
Okay. Do you have 11 points of temp, Robert?
No, I don't think so.
Because I see it in your red square.
I wasn't.
Also had 11 temp from last time.
Yeah, maybe it's from last time. I wasn't hit before, so.
Yeah, it was from last time.
Yeah.
So that would take the damage before your.
Yeah. I just forgot I had it. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the construct runs up. Unfortunately, it is going to stumble, and the Bodak moves quicker than it would expect, dodging the attack.
Well, it multi-attacked. It can have 2 attacks.
Alright, so then second slam. No, so its AC is 15, so it is going to dodge him again.
Okay.
Anything else?
That will be it.
Alright, so at the end of your turn, the construct is going to be withered by the aura, taking 5 necrotic. And Patchwork, you would be up.
So I'm just reading the description of Flaming Sphere, and it doesn't. It just says an unoccupied space of your choice within range. So in theory, I could summon this near the Bodax, but I wouldn't have to look.
Are you choosing
Right.
to look away from them?
Yeah, I don't want to
Alright.
look at them.
So you avert your gaze, blinding yourself to them. And yes, you can summon the Flaming Sphere without looking at them.
By the way, we totally
Thing is,
forgot Ayara. Where is
Oh, you want to pull her in and we'll bring her in next round? Maybe she was.
she? Yeah,
somewhere
let's
else.
do so. We kind of missed her.
Well, go ahead, IR or Patchwork. Keep going. What else are you doing? Summoning a Flaming Sphere, you said?
yeah, I think I'm going to use my last spell slot to do this. I would like to. Let's see, how does the ramming work? Yeah, I'd like to summon it like behind me and then ram this one.
Alright, so you summon the magical sphere, concentrating on the spell. Go ahead and place it.
I only have 5 foot. Oh wait, no, I have 5 foot circles. That probably works.
Well, circle or square, it's just represent.
Yeah,
It's just a representation.
that's my flame. That's the sphere. And I would like to attack this one.
Okay, so you ram the sphere into the creature. And it is going to try to dodge using its dexterity. It is going to succeed with a +3, but it is still partially burned.
Yeah, 2d6, right?
I believe so, yes. So it takes 5 is half, but then it's going to take half of that as it seems to resist fire. So it only takes 2.
Oh, great. I can still move it, I think.
I'm definitely getting a lot of
Bonus
echo off
action,
Robert.
I can move it.
Sorry?
Whenever she talks, I hear her on your
Oh,
side.
damn, sorry.
Yeah.
No worries.
Bonus action, I will move the sphere to over here so it doesn't hurt the construct. Oh, wait, why is that 2 now?
All right. Oh.
Up.
Where'd the sphere go?
Now it worked. Yeah.
All right. Well, the sphere rolls to the other side, and I assume that's going to be it for you.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Bodak goes. So it's gonna move north. You would, or your construct would get an Oppie on it as it moves past it.
Hell no.
Do you want the construct to take its opportunity attack, Calvary?
Yes.
Okay. So it would do a slam, which will connect this
Oh.
time. So 9 plus, what's the spell's level? 3?
I think it's included. It's a 4th level spell.
Yeah. That's included.
Oh, okay. So roll the 1.
Yeah, because I rolled a 1 and then it gave me +4.
So could you take that those words out of there, just so it's not, confusing? Just like
The
have it say
words?
9, because it says 9 plus spell level included. Well, I mean, I guess it can change. It's kind of weird. Alright, whatever. So he is punched for 9 points of bludgeoning as he comes up north, giving it its first level of wound.
Just
And
straight uppercut.
in the back, alright. So it lunges at you, Patchwork, doing a fist attack at advantage. 23 is going to strike you.
Yep.
Which is going to strike for 6 bludgeon and 16 necrotic.
So that's
22.
is that already halved?
No, the necrotic is not halved, so you can half it to 11. Or wait, 8. 8 plus 6, so 14 damage. Alright, that is it for that one. And Iara, what's she gonna do?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I just switched to headphones. I had to budge. She will move here since there is no real. Would she be safe from his aura here, or is she still in aura? In the corner.
What is that? 35. She would be safe there.
Okay, so she just kind of squeezes to the corner, which seems safest, and attacks Bodek.
Alright,
With her-
so unfortunately she is going to meet his scary gaze, so I need a con save
Yes.
from her.
Yes. Save Constitution. Submit.
Oh, so she steals
girl.
herself, holding in her fear, and attacks.
Oh, 19.
Alright, 19 is going to strike as she fires off at the creature, gaining her sneak attack as well. He's immune to poison, but he does take 21 damage. A
Nice.
devastating blow, putting him to a 2nd level of wound as he staggers back from the crossbow bolt in his chest. Oh, Patchwork.
Yes.
On your turn, did you take the
Yes.
5 for ending in his aura?
No, I did not.
Alright,
But
so that would be...
what would that be? Halved?
Yes, it would be halved. There would be a concentration check on that, though, for your flaming sphere.
Oh, that's yeah. Right. One moment.
But anything else for Iara?
Oh no, she's
So,
done.
but what would that be halved to? Would that be 2 or 3?
That'd be 2. Would round down.
Okay.
Alright, so Iara
And-
ends her turn, luckily just outside of the...
Ah.
Oh,
Well,
alright.
Roll
well,
the d4. You might be able to make it.
that's true, you
I
got
don't-
blessed.
doesn't have
Oh no, she doesn't have bless. Yeah, she was outside the
Just
range.
out of range.
Yeah.
Oh.
well,
Alright, so your flaming spear would
Well,
poof out as
that-
you are... Yeah,
that didn't last long.
as you are withered.
I
These-
can't delete it.
I don't even see it, so I don't think it's actually...
Warcaster, Warcaster.
Oh,
Alright, so this Bodak is going to walk up.
it crashed. I need to reload.
And I
that'll
think-
be an attack of opportunity.
Now, he already used his reaction, so he couldn't attack twice.
Yeah.
But he is going to go for
And I'm
Patchwork.
back.
Wait, but because he attacked Patchwork, did he hit Patchwork? Did he hit her with an attack?
Who, this one?
Yes.
Yeah, he punched her.
Yes, then I will use reaction to attack him with Sentinel.
Oh, well, this one is the one attacking now. I mean, it's a little late to do this guy, but you can swing at
Okay,
this one if he
fine.
hits.
Yeah, let's. If he hits,
Alright,
is
so
he hitting Patchwork?
He is attempting. He has advantage,
Okay.
though, because she is averting her gaze.
Okay.
17? No, that is going to bounce off your shield.
Doesn't.
So yeah, you managed to block that one before it is kind of incoming. That's it for him. Kaladin.
Okay. Needless to say, I'm not looking at the Bodex because
Alright.
I'm underwater looking at this big horse.
So you are averting your gaze from the boat axe, blinding you from them.
But I
Got
should
it.
be able to look at the Armonite, right? I mean, considering I'm
Yeah,
underwater
you can
with.
still target the Armonite normally.
And I do have advantage because we're underwater. I've got
You
him.
have advantage because you have him grabbed.
Yeah, grappled. That's what I meant. Sorry,
Yeah.
because I have him grabbed. So I will, with my first attack, short sword.
Alright, so you stab at him. Yeah, 24 will stab him underwater.
And I'm sort of, kind of using the grapple to my advantage, pulling him into my attacks. There's
Alright.
10.
So he takes 10, dealing a second level of wound to him.
Yeah, I'll stick it into his side like a nasty side jab.
Okay.
And
what
pull
else?
the as a part of that attack, I will stow the weapon. I will make an unarmed strike next.
Alright, so you do a punch.
Yep, I'll sort of knee him. I'll like pull him into a knee to the
Yeah.
gut.
21 is going to hit him. Doing
7.
another 7 damage. Alright.
And I will draw the dagger for my nick attack, and go for the nick attack.
Oh, but that is going to miss, unfortunately. He'll
Yeah,
dodge.
so
Flank?
Advantage.
Advantage blast and
Oh.
flank.
It's advantage that is going to hit. So you stab him for 13 with the nick attack, which is going to
And
give him a
then-
third level of wound.
Yeah, so I stabbed him in the side earlier. I need him in that same spot. Now I'm gonna stab him again in that same spot. So I'm just like attacking viciously, the same like weak spot that I see.
Alright, so you get several good hits on him. Looks like he is starting to flounder. Anything else?
Bonus action, flurry of blows. So 2 unarmed
Alright,
strikes.
so
I'll make
2
it quick.
more strikes.
18.
Yeah, 18 will strike for another 8.
Another 18.
Yeah, that lands again for another 10, which is going to take him down. Ah.
God damn it, you're an animal, Kaladin.
Thank you. Yeah, so for the final blow, and that massive wound that just keeps getting bigger and bigger as I strike, I'll reach in with like a surgical precision, just do like a thrusting attack with my arm, and then pull it out.
I can just see the water like froth and churn. Like a
So
piranha.
the demon would sink down under the waves. You're not sure what happened to him.
I was wondering if he's gonna float.
Anything else? No. Or anything else, Calvin?
I obviously averting my gaze, but I will step out of the pool with my movement
Alright, so you
with a
would
bloody
take
arm.
5 points of withering damage as the aura sucks away your life force, ebbing.
All right. I did subtract the HP.
Oh, didn't move for me. Are you at 43?
Yes.
Did you have temp or something?
No, I was at 48.
Oh, alright. So that's it for Kaladin. Nil. What are you going to do?
See, you're not looking at the boat out. Can't really do anything. I'd have to look at the Bodax to attack them from this far, I am guessing.
Well, you could attack with disadvantage if you avert your gaze.
Yeah, sure. Let's try this.
All right, so kind of looking to the side, you fire your scorching rays. Which Bodak are you targeting?
I'll do the weakened one.
Okay, so 3 fire rays.
That should be a thing, right? Wall of fire.
If you have a
Ray,
cantrip with a
scorching
spell
ray.
attack, you could use that. Oh, so 12 is going to miss on the first one.
Okay.
10 misses on the second. And 14 is going to miss on the third, unfortunately. All 3 shots. Oh, wait, are you blessed?
No.
Okay, so yeah, all 3 shots are going to fly past him.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alright, anything else?
No, over to you, Robert.
Alright, Robert, what are you going to do?
Okay, let's start with 2 attacks on this one.
Alright, so once again, as you go in at this guy, you would have to contend with their death gaze. So I need 2 con saves, if you're not averting your eyes.
No, I will not be averting my eyes.
Ruh-roh. Second one? Or
Well,
wait,
you also get blessed.
I do have Bless, and let me see if I used it up.
yeah, go ahead, roll bless.
Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah.
Oh, so I think that is a success. So yes, with the +4, you would manage to steal yourself, luckily, and you would again on the second. So you are slashing at this guy, and
Yes.
is your macro set up so that you have fire and slashing damage, like as different options, or are you just always
Yes.
going to be rolling fire?
No, I will have it. I just accidentally attacked with the wrong one last time.
Okay. So go ahead, make your attacks. 15 is the AC you needed, so that just hits him.
Yes, so I will roll for damage.
Alright, so he takes 13 slashing as you cut him, giving
And
him another level
3
of wound.
fire, I imagine.
Alright, so 1 or 3 fire, yeah, as you burn him a bit.
And I will attack with another attack.
Alright, so that unfortunately is going to... Well, with the +3 for Bless, that is enough, so that will hit.
And
Burn
this
him.
will be like that. And I will use superiority die.
Alright.
Or I will do maneuvering attack, as usually.
Alright, who are you maneuvering?
This will be 4 more. And I will be maneuvering Patchwork. So
Alright.
Thank
she...
you.
So Patchwork can dart away. So the creature is still standing, but just barely. Anything else?
I will try to do one thing. I will step away, trying to goad it to attack me.
Yeah, it'll do an Oppie attack if you give it to it.
And I am right now blurred.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I can...
Well, I can't really use its Oppie for anything else. And
Yeah?
you're not threatening it if it attacks you, right? Like it'll just have
Well,
an attack on
not
you.
right now.
Yeah.
Not at the moment, but I do have some features for that. I don't think that it can tell.
Enemies can tell when you're threatening them. So, like, just like you know when enemies are threatening you, like what they're
Okay,
up to.
I'm planning, like, if he wants to attack me, if he misses, I will be able to use my repose.
Oh, you're a post. No, you wouldn't know about that. I'm just talking about reactions. Yes, he will
Yes.
try to attack. So he does a fist attack at disadvantage. 16 will miss you, luckily.
Yes, and this means that while I was still here, I will use my reaction for a repose attack.
All right, so you come in with a counter
Oh,
stab.
yeah.
18 is going to strike him, and that will bring him down.
Awesome.
And then I will use my remaining action to step towards here.
All right. So I guess as he swings
Maybe
at
even
you,
maybe even here. Even here, yeah.
as he swings at you, you kind of come in with a counter attack, slashing sideways and cutting him, bringing him down. All right, that's it for you, Calruin.
All right. I am going to move up here. Would I still be in the aura if I'm in that square?
Alright, so unfortunately, as you move, you would meet the gaze of the creature. So I need a con save. Alright, so yeah, you
Look at that.
steel yourself against the fear, and you are unaffected.
No, it's
And
scaring me right now.
you, let me see, where are you? You are outside its range now, yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
With his tremor sense, can he target him with spells even though he's not looking at him?
He would have to see. It specifically calls out see for. Well, some spells require see. Things like areas effects do not. So,
Gotcha.
just like you
My
can't
bad.
smell him to target them, it's a different sense. Because I
Yeah.
don't think tremor sense identifies itself as like seeing a target. It's more like sensing it, like feeling
I see.
it. Because it's,
Yeah.
I mean, at least for as far as cosmetics, it's like vibrations in the ground.
Yeah. I just read
All right.
tremor sense in the rules. It says it doesn't count as a form of sight.
Yeah, which would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, Calroon, you can feel it up here. The aura is weaker, so you think you're safe from the drain. Oh, and you took 5 damage, by the way, at the end of your turn.
Oh yeah.
From the drain.
So if I try and cast a spell to hit it, I already met its gaze and I didn't get feared. Does that mean I can cast it and look at him, or can I not look at
Yeah,
him right
well,
now?
I mean, you can this turn you resisted it, so you can look at him.
All right, then I am going to cast this cantrip Ray of Frost. I'm just gonna shoot it at him.
All right, so you blast him with a ray of frost, or at least attempt to.
Nope.
Alright, so
But
now
I
you would,
do have a potent cantrip, so it will still do half damage.
Also, bless. Roll a d4. Maybe will hit.
No,
No,
wouldn't
I
have
don't
enough.
think so.
And there's potent cantrip.
Okay, let's see. So go ahead, roll damage.
So
So
4
he
cold.
would take 4, which is going to be 2 cold as he resists cold damage. That would give him his first level of wound, though. Anything else?
That's gonna be it for my turn. But my construct is gonna run up behind this guy and multi-attack and double slam him.
Alright.
That's awesome.
So he comes up swinging. 18 strikes with the first punch. Slamming him
14.
for 14. And second,
17.
no, that is going to miss. The construct is then withered for 5 at the end of its turn.
Okay.
Patchwork. You
If
continue
I
to look
tried-
away, right?
First of all, if I tried to target him with a spell from here, would it have cover from Rob?
Yes. Rob is giving him cover right now, unless you get adjacent to Rob.
It's an attack spell.
If I If I stood up here, would it have cover?
The only
From-
places it
from here.
wouldn't have cover is this square and this square. Because those are the
Okay.
only two squares where you could draw a line from that corner to all four of his corners.
Okay, I'm still kind of okay, so
I
I'm
guess this
going
square.
to.
Any of these squares too.
I'm doing alright, so I'm gonna risk it here. I'm moving up here. I'm not averting my gaze, and I'm trying to shoot a guiding bolt at it.
All right, give me a con save. I got a gambler here. You guys know what this gaze
want the-
does?
I kind of do,
Yeah.
and I want this to be over. Wow.
Ruh-roh. All right. You
Yep.
got
I do
blessed,
know
do
what
you?
this does. No.
You know what this does? You
Yeah.
took the chance. All right. You wanted to
Yeah.
be the show, I guess, for this finally working.
No.
Uh,
I can't do anything else at this moment. This is the one thing I have left.
All right. So as you meet the gaze of this thing, an overwhelming fear comes over you. Didn't this happen to you last time too? No. It basically overwhelms your system, kind of short-circuiting everything within you, and you drop to 0 hit points.
What?
Yep.
So
I
she
know.
just screeches,
I know.
grabbing her face, and like falls to her knees. Ah!
That's insane.
Couldn't I'm
Yep.
sorry. I remember she was supposed to fail her save by a certain margin for this
Yes.
to work like that,
Yeah.
and she did, right? Okay.
Yes. All right. So yeah, she is down, kind of on her knees, trembling, just completely incapacitated by the overwhelming fear that surged through her, and that's going to end her turn. So next up is Ayara, who screams, "What the hell?" looking towards Patchwork.
And she's gonna avert her gaze,
Yeah.
but do steady aim, so it's a wash. And she will attack this Bodak with
Can you
her.
steady aim if you can't see something?
I don't see why not.
All right. Well, what? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Let me see.
Well, but let me read. The action can be used. Hasn't moved yet this turn. The creature gains advantage next attack, and yeah, I don't know. Like rules is written has nothing to do with
Maybe
seeing.
it's more like stabilizing the bow than like steadying
Yeah.
your aim with your eyes.
Yeah, I just looked up the newer version of it. It still doesn't call out sight, so that would be a wash.
Yes, that would be a wash, but she will then attack, hopefully hoping for a sneak attack. Ding.
Oh, and
Yes.
she gets it. 23 would strike, doing fate piercing.
Not really good.
Oh, not that. Yeah.
Well,
So 12 damage, which would put a second level of wound on the creature. Oh wait, no, never mind. I lied. He's still at 1 level. So he kind of takes a bolt to the shoulder, kind of nicks him. His cloth robes absorb a good amount of it. Anything else?
yeah. Yes, she will stay there, out of reach of his aura, and she will be averting her gaze.
All right, so you, yeah, so she was averting her gaze. All right, that's it for Ayara. The creature goes. Did not like the construct pummeling him. Also didn't like Ayara shooting him, so I think it's going to target Ayara. Doing a withering gaze on her. Not the death
Can
gaze.
it do it while she's averting gaze?
Yeah, this is the necrotic damage one. This isn't the death one.
Okay.
So she needs to do a con save. As basically just channels a bunch of necrotic. It's almost like Toll the Dead. Oh, but she makes it, which is good. Taking
My girl.
only 13 necrotic, and she still does take half. Ah! Someone kill it! Alright, that's it for the Bodak. Kaladin.
Okay. I'm going to, like a deadly fish, go back into the water. Right here.
You
I am
dive
averting
in.
my gaze,
Yeah.
but I'm going to, instead of attacking at disadvantage, I'm going to force him. I use my unarmed strike to force him to make a save to avoid the grapple. So I try to wrap my tendrils around him.
Alright, so you hurl some tendrils up, trying to wrap them around. Which I think
Strength or dex, whichever's
Dex
better.
actually they're better with. So yeah, with a +3, it is gonna dodge your first attempt.
One more.
Okay, so another Dex save. Yeah, it's gonna dodge that one too. Another +3.
I will use another key point and flurry of blows.
Okay.
So that's another grapple attempt.
All right, third grapple.
He's got to fail one eventually, right?
Chances on your side. Just barely makes it.
Okay, well,
Oh, another
we'll
one.
just do one more. Come on.
And another one.
All right,
Another
and
one.
yeah. So all these water whips coming out. Fails that one. So he is
Finally.
grabbed.
Okay. I have no attacks left, but I can still drag him in the water, so. And I have full movement speed for this because he's the same size as me, so.
IR says, "Why are you
And-
putting his aura on me?" Ah!
One space up, right here. That should be 15 feet away from me.
Okay.
And then I will, I moved 5, 10, 25, so I can go 30, 35 to provide flank and end my turn.
All right. So you take 5 damage as the Bodak withers you. 5 necrotic.
Yes.
Nil.
No, Patchwork is down.
Nil, you also
Yeah.
now feel the draining aura of this creature.
Okay. I see Patchwork.
I assume you continue to avert your gaze.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I'm not risking it. I don't. If I use Spare the Dying and then Patchwork's still inside the aura, does that tick back down, or is it just like stable?
At the end of her turn, she'll take damage. So
Okay.
she would be once again put into dying and gain another level of exhaustion. She has 1 right now from the first time she went down.
Okay. To 30 feet. Yeah, that's fine. I want to ready the cantrip Spare the Dying for when Rob kills the Bodak.
All right. A little confident. So you say, take him down, Rob. Readying
Yeah.
that action. That is going to get your bless gone, though. Because you have to concentrate on a spell to ready it.
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
You don't think that's a good idea?
He wants his bless.
No, it's.
I-
I'm wondering. Oh, don't you have healing word left?
I have no more spell slots.
Ah, goddamn. Yeah, then I don't know. Like I don't
I
have,
have a
healing
thing.
word.
I have a thing on. Let me double check what it does. It's the one used for Channel Divinity. Oh yeah, that's fine. Cool. Instead of that, I'm
So
going
what
to
are you doing?
use my last Channel Divinity for Divine Spark.
Alright, so you would regain some health, Patchwork, as Nil channels some divine energy into you.
Should I do the... okay.
So 15. And is that it for you, Nil?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. So Robert, you gonna risk it?
Yeah, I will not be averting my gaze. I
Alright.
don't think I can fuck up my save that much with Bless.
You say that. All right. Con
Yeah.
save.
Yeah, you say that. I
I
hope it's
just don't.
chance.
I need to not roll one.
I like the confidence. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. So yeah, you once again steel yourself as the creature struggles, his dead eyes meeting your gaze. Go ahead.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'll be attacking it. I unfortunately have no burst damage left, but I can just do 2 attacks.
Alright.
Uh,
13.
that would be
bless him.
a bless.
No, that is the only thing you were not supposed to roll. So that's still missing.
Exactly.
Unless you
Yeah.
want.
I don't have anything else.
All right. So second attack will land though, cutting it for 11.
And yeah.
Which will give it actually its second
12.
level of wound. All right. So or 15. All right. So it would take another 4. What does that look like?
Well, right now it is not flaming, so I'm just slashing with the sword, and sparks fly a little bit because it's still a little bit flaming, but not fully.
All right. Anything else?
No,
Right, so
I don't really have anything else I can do.
You would take another 5 points of damage from the withering effects of this. Calruin.
All right. I am not going to avert my gaze.
Oh no.
All right.
I'm
Give me a
gonna
con.
risk it.
Got some high
Okay.
rollers. Go ahead. Give me a con save. Oh, that is a fail, but not by enough to make you die. So
He
you
does have
do
bless.
I have
feel.
blessed.
Oh, go ahead. Give me a d4 to that. Oh, so yeah, 15 is enough to be unaffected.
Sweet. That's it right there. All right. And I am going to use second level spell Scorching Ray on him.
All right. So, but a 12 is going to miss with the first attack.
Blessed.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
not forget
bless.
blessed.
So
D4.
that's gonna.
Now 14 is still missing as you blast down into the water. Second Scorching Ray. Ooh, yeah, I think with a 4 you can hit. Oh,
Ah.
so
Okay.
that is going to strike him. Burning him for 1 fire damage. Because he does resist
Lovely.
fire.
And
Third
then-
one. Yeah, 18 burns him again. For another 4. And you said you did second level, so I think you have 1 more.
No, that's
I think
it.
the second is
no, that's
default.
your second level spell.
Oh, okay. All right. You might need to give yourself back those spell slots because it
I only
minuses
had one spell slot left.
Oh, okay.
Hang
All
on
right.
1 second.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
take
he.
them
Oh, and that does push him to a 3rd level of wounds. If you want to describe the burns.
It starts singeing all of his clothing, and eventually the fires basically go up to his gaping mouth, and it just starts burning his face, giving him what looks like 2nd and 3rd degree burns going across
Right,
his
so
face.
his undead flesh. Lucky for him, he is resistant, so it doesn't burn him as much as it could have. But that is it for you, I believe, Calruin.
Yes, which is gonna. No, I still have my construct.
Yes, you do take 5 damage at the end of your turn because you are now in the aura. Which-
That is a con save or concentration check. I mean.
Yeah, and then
And-
you're not marked as concentrating.
I thought I marked myself as. I meant to mark myself as concentrating. I'm sorry.
That's
Could've
weird.
sworn
We're concentrating on a construct?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
summon is
Yeah, I
a.
have to
Ah, that's a
concentrate on the
concentration.
construct.
Okay.
But yeah, go
And I
ahead, make
do-
a con save for that.
I do have Warcaster, so that's going to give me advantage
Yep.
on this.
All right, so you do hold the spell. You said the construct is going to rush up and attack him in the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to try and double slam him.
All right, so
No,
Does he have
Okay.
advantage or anything because he's in the water and grappled by Kaladin?
I don't think so.
Grapple, no, just gives Kaladin advantage. And being in the
Okay.
water doesn't necessarily give him advantage either. It's just he's kind of down lower, swimming around. Because, yeah, it. Well, anyway, go ahead, roll your 2 attacks. At least rule wise, it's not supposed to. Yeah, 21 is going to strike at him as he's swimming around down there. Punching
Nice.
him for 14, which is going to take him out.
The construct is pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
All right, so the wraith kind or the Bodak kind of sinks down below as the final punch shatters his skull,
And I will get out of the water.
and
Good
yeah,
work,
things
team.
are quiet.
I think perhaps we should when Grinkle when we get Grinkle back, I'll tell him to write a story with his paintings about Kaladin Kane the Kraken.
I've noticed it's been nice and quiet without him gone. With him gone. Let's just enjoy this time. Hyara says.
What about those guys? I point to the skeletons.
Yeah, I remember them blowing up like
Those
crazy. But maybe
are
it's
the
maybe it's a
exploding
good
ones.
maybe it's a good because the last ones exploded before we managed to investigate what they are and study them. Maybe just someone can take a look.
Can we take a 5-minute break? I just have to use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
we
that.
can do a break. That's fine.
I'll be right back.
Hey everyone, sorry I disappeared for a moment. Hello?
We're taking a break.
Oh, I didn't realize. Someone came knocking on my door.
Yeah, we should be back in about 10.
Alright.
That was so much fun. That was an awesome combat.
I couldn't do anything. I had nothing left.
Yeah, that is I will say, spellcasters are cool. They've got a lot of different options, but playing a marshal feels really good when you've been fighting all day and you can still, you feel like you still
Hmm.
can be very effective.
Yeah.
Kind of like warlocks are kind of the same way. They can kind of keep going all day as long as you get short rests. And marshals are the same
Yeah.
way. As long as you get a couple short rests, you can basically go forever. But it felt really good to use the terrain to my advantage, grappling them and dragging them in.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah,
Like
it seems like actually it was much less of a challenge than I thought. Like every time I'm thinking, okay, guys, we need to rest, but then we have another fight in us and another fight in us.
yeah.
Well, you two do. I don't.
It's not like you were useless. You still, able to deal little bits of damage
I
with
did.
cantrips and
I
stuff.
did damage one time, and it was half because they resisted.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well, at least I was a damage sponge at the.
Well,
At
yeah,
the
you were a
beginning.
tank.
honestly,
Yeah, you tanked a
hon-
lot of damage.
yeah, exactly. First of all, you have a good armor class, so it means that when they try to attack you, they sometimes miss. And second, I
I
think I think in cases when you feel like you have not much left to do, just save it for healing. Because I think, like for example, by healing Kaladin with second level spell, you technically can do much more like this virtual damage than you would do with like fire sphere that they resist.
Oh yeah, do you know who Treant Monk is?
kind of yeah.
He says,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's a YouTuber. One of his famous sayings is, because people love to calculate DPR, like theoretical damage per round. And Treant Monk always says, always remember that if you're at 0 hit points, your DPR is 0. It doesn't matter how powerful your build is. If you die, you do 0 damage. So by you keeping people alive, you're where they would have done 0 damage are making them do all of the damage that they do.
I did have one heal left. I had one channel divinity.
Yeah. But luckily, we didn't even get that injured. You took most of the damage.
Yay, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have once again been reminded why I want resilient constitution over warcaster.
I guess I'm at 2. I forgot to mark myself properly. Yeah, Warcaster very
Like,
good.
look, if I had seen that you were at 2, I would have saved the spell slot.
No. He means two levels of wound, not 2 hit points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also what I meant.
Okay.
That means above half, right? Like below 1/4, but above half.
One just
No, I
means
think no. One
one
is any
one
damage. 2 means
one
below
is
half,
any
and
2 under half, and 3 is under 1/4.
Oh, okay. So if I'm above half, then I'm still just 1.
Yep.
Okay, my mistake.
I'm still like at 90 hit points, so I'm fine.
That's awesome. Yeah, all I took was
Like,
the aura damage, and it was only
when
5 per round.
when I
Mhm.
look around and I see one level of wound that's like, okay, I gotta keep an eye on that. Level 2 of wound is okay, that's what I'm gonna do next. Level 3 is like, holy fuck, I need to do something.
Yeah. That was so much fun. I felt like a kraken. I was like using my tentacles to grapple them and pull them into the water.
Yeah, that fight was a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, you like the construct? It's pretty cool. Like,
I
he just
do
like
like
runs
the
up to people, and
construct.
beats them up.
That construct, very fun.
And just think, like, he could cast fireball on his own construct and it won't do any damage because he's a evoker.
Mhm.
It's
How
actually a
long
really
does
good
it
spell for you.
stand? How long does it last?
1 hour.
Like an hour?
Sweet.
Yeah, but you have to concentrate.
Yeah.
pretty sweet. Bless was very good. I think Bless saved everyone multiple times, both from saves and attacks. I think
Yeah.
Bless has done so much damage here and saved
Yeah.
so much people.
I agree.
I'm gonna keep check on Grinkle. I'm just gonna be over here, making sure nothing happens.
Yeah, it's good. Do you guys think we need to just long rest here with Grinkle? Or what do we do? Because
Yeah,
I really
do think we
don't
need
like
to.
idea us kind of trying to
Quite
push
honestly,
him.
Patchwork is probably not going to make it out of these tunnels alive if we get attacked by one more thing.
Yeah, we need to rest, and we have Tiny Hut, which makes it much safer.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not doing it in this room though. I don't like the way that thing looks. It's probably gonna eat it up.
Yeah, I agree. We should do it back in the library.
By the way,
Put a thing in that room.
I think ritual spells can be a good way of feeding those things if we have to, because you can cast a ritual spell and it eats it up without you expanding a spell slot. It's actually
Maybe, yeah.
interesting.
It might interact with spell slots specifically, though.
I don't know.
Maybe. I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying it might.
Maybe we should ask
I don't know.
Liana or Liara. How was she?
And guys,
Library.
we didn't blow this room up, so we can actually get something.
Yeah, and we can investigate the skeletons. Also, I strangely like Ayara more right now in combat than Carter, because
Yeah.
there is enough melee tanking, and with Carter he was more liability than anything, because he rushed in, got low on hit points, and we had to heal him very fast.
And Ayara can select any target because she's a range damage dealer. She doesn't have to.
Yeah, and she can do this very nice pick out damage targets and not get too much into trouble, so we don't have to save you that often.
Yeah.
So maybe we should spend some time and level her up.
I agree.
Because she's level 4 only right now, and she was doing with this sneak attack very good damage.
Yeah, honestly, it's very reliable with advantage.
Yep, especially with steady aim.
Alright, looks like everyone's back.
Ah, yeah, I forgot to write it.
So, what do you want to do?
So let's guys check what is here and then prepare for a rest.
Yeah.
Or shall we maybe rest
Yeah.
first in case something happens? Patchwork
Could we
is
Could we collect essence?
Well,
I think
have
only
to
off of
restart.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's religion, right?
Yeah, the ones that fell in the water, unfortunately, it kind of spread their essence, so they can't really be
Yeah.
collected.
I want to collect this one.
Okay. So you collect the Bodak essence. Doesn't seem like they have anything else on them. And yeah, past the door, it looks like some sort of old laboratory, strangely in decent shape. More of these glowing skeletons at the back of it.
Do they seem to be aggressive, or are they just kind of standing there?
No, they just seem to be standing there.
Wonder if it's where they make them.
Like the others, they have the rune carved into their pelvic bone, which is slightly glowing. You would see there's a cave-in on the west hallway. Looks like a large rock fell down, kind of blocking that passage. There's also what looks like a cave in the wall here. Like the wall is collapsed a bit, and there's a opening that goes into a cave area. Other than that, there is a large double door here with some symbols in front of it.
If you ask me, those skeletons are not made as normal undead to be soldiers. I think they're made to power whatever that pillar is. They're put in here for a reason, and when they blow up, it absorbs the energy. Just like it did when we blew them up last time.
I don't think it absorbed any energy when they blew up last time. They just blew up.
Did it not charge the pillar?
Well,
No.
after they blew up, the runes were glowing, so you assume it did.
Ah, okay. Then you may be right.
What's this table?
I mean, I'm not a, arcane guru. I figure you guys know more about it than I do, but that's just my 2 cents.
The table looks like a laboratory used in alchemy, as well as herbalism. Do you have either
I
of
have-
those?
I have both. I have both.
Alright, so you believe these are masterwork tools. You think they would, they could make basically potions and things more efficiently.
Ooh, I want that. Can I
Is
take
is
them?
it-
I could
The
make
table, I
yes.
mean, you probably couldn't carry it around with you.
Uh,
But you
Well-
could
Guys,
put
I think
it somewhere.
but I can
I-
remember where it is.
So yeah, you think you
we
could craft potions more efficiently with these tools?
we would probably need to bring someone here for Grinkle anyway after we rested. So maybe whoever comes for Grinkle will also pick the table. We could we could bring our laborers from our camp for Grinkle, and they can try to take the table as well. Because we're not
That
getting
would be-
Grinkle back anyway.
That would be great.
Yeah.
These
Because we
these
already
tools are-
have one table. We already have one nice table in our camp. Let me remember what it did. It was alchemy table. Yes, we had a good alchemy table. This also alchemy table or some other
It's
thing?
alchemy and herbalism, which I can do both, and the tools here are better than the ones I have.
We have, by the way, Lou, we have a table at home in our camp from some other location, which says crafts potions and alchemical mixtures for 10% less. Is this the same?
This is similar, but this also affects herbalism.
Okay, so this is better. Yeah, we may bring it.
It might be good for a laboratory at a base or something.
We're standing next to this fireplace, and we remember from last time there was something hidden in a fireplace.
I was about to ask, is the fire hot?
Is the fire hot? Is it a common thing to hide things in fireplaces in this dungeon?
Well, like the last one, there's no heat coming from this one. It's just lighting up the area.
Can I
I
notice
Look
anything
for buttons.
anything there for with passive perception 20?
You can search it if you want to make a roll.
Yeah, let's search. Let's search. Is it perception?
Yeah, it would be perception to look for things that seem of note. So, it doesn't look like there's much going on with this one. There's no buttons that you can see unlike the last one. Just seems like a light source.
Oh, I'm relieved. We don't have enough health for this.
Yeah. So yeah, there's the pot as well. The large pot, which may have been for mixtures at one point. You notice behind the skeletons there is a piece of artwork on the wall. which does anyone have history?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So
Need to have that on advantage.
you could assess this. There's a very nice looking symbol of evocation on that painting. Like the evocation symbol with a lot of decorations and embroidery on it.
I want it. But it's guarded by exploding skeletons.
Do you want to try to walk up and grab it?
I think the skeletons are going to explode if I do.
It's possible.
Well, and what happened? Grab what? Oh, sorry, I missed. What just happened?
There's a painting
There's a
on the
painting
wall.
on the wall behind the skeletons, but I fear if I get close to it, they will explode.
Perhaps only if you touch them.
Like, do we really need this painting that badly?
No.
No,
But
let's.
there
But
is
it
a
is-
certain part of me that just itches for treasure.
And it's
Well,
an
go.
evocation.
Maybe then go each that part on the painting. I'll move away.
I still have my water arms activated, I believe. Like-
Yeah, I don't think you can actually grab things with those, can you? It just gives you reach in combat.
It
It
does grapple enemies.
it doesn't rules as written, but perhaps maybe
Yeah, I would
Maybe
say you
little-
can like splash them against objects, but it's more for grabbing creatures than like something more like it might break the painting if you tried to wrap it up in your arms.
that's a good point. I'm wondering if do I think there's a way if I can use sleight of hand to remove the painting without even touching the skeletons?
I mean, you could just walk beside them and grab it. They're not guarding it.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's a risk of bumping into them.
No, it's a 5-foot square. That's a lot of room. They're not trying to keep you out of it, so you can just walk up to the painting.
Okay, then I'll grab the painting,
Alright, you take the painting off the wall.
and I will quickly retreat. See? Look at that.
Nice.
I wish Grinko
Let's
could
put
see
it.
this.
Let's put it to our collection. We already have quite a big one in our bag of holding.
Alright, just make sure you're under 500 pounds. If I do a random search and it's over, I'm going to make your bag explode.
It's much less. We have like 60 pounds so far.
Alright,
I will
so,
look at I'll put it to the sheet.
alright, so you add the painting to your bag.
Copy. Are you adding it?
No, just I'm waiting for you.
Okay, gotcha. And it does have the weight as 5 pounds. So we should
Okay.
adjust this to 5. There we go. Yeah, weight's only 66 pounds. Not much at all.
I still have my tremor sense active. Do I feel anything beyond? I go up to each entrance that there kind of is, the door, the cave in, and the hole in the wall, to see if there's any like movement behind any of them.
So you do feel creatures moving around in the room over here.
Please don't.
No, let's not go there. Let's go have a rest, guys.
You see there's a double door with a bunch of symbols kind of etched into the floor in front of it. Looks like some kind of magical ritual or incantation.
Another seal, I think.
I would not go there. I don't think we are in good condition.
Do I
We
feel
may win,
anything
but we may lose someone.
beyond the hole in the wall, the cave system?
You don't sense anything within 60 feet. The cave, at least this initial area, seems empty.
Does that mean it runs deep? Can he like feel it run to the extent
Yeah,
of 60
so you
feet?
see it does go back past where you can see. You'd have to kind of squeeze through to go around some turns up ahead. But you don't feel anything within 60 feet to the south, anyway.
Okay. And this cave, and I'm noticing it's like a big boulder on the map. Is it like a big boulder, or is it like a bunch of small ones?
It's a couple of smaller ones and a really big one. You can kind of see through it if you take a look. There's like little cracks that show there's a hallway on the other side.
Ah.
I wonder if
Alright.
this, because there is a cave in here, I wonder if this leads to the same location.
Can I peek my head into the cave to see like which direction it goes? Like to the right, left, straight?
It starts sloping downward, then you have to kind of squeeze around a turn, so you'd have to go in to see where it leads. But it seems like it's leading south.
Okay. I'm gonna start having my construct move these rocks out of the way.
Alright, I mean, you don't think it's going to be able to move the big one, but it can try to clear some of the rubble. This is probably like a whole day for one thing to do, though.
Hmm.
We only have 1 hour with the construct.
Yeah, so you don't think it's going to get too much progress. Probably some people with picks could get through this a lot easier. Again, it'll probably take, though, depending on how many people, at least a couple of hours of digging and securing the roof so it doesn't cave in more. It's not like an easy task.
Alright. Then I say we go back to Greencool. I'll set up the hut and we can take a rest. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing. The obelisk in the middle, is it like the same thing from the last one?
It is, but
Where
this one is not glowing.
Yeah, because I didn't use a spell in here. It didn't eat it up.
All
right.
You said you're heading back to Grinkle?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you swim back through the gross water, heading back to the library. Consult the dice on something. Alright, yeah, the library seems fairly safe, other than the big hole in the ceiling leading to a cave system. That could be a problem. But so far, nothing has come through it. And I assume you're just gonna pass some time in here? With your
In a
stone
hut.
statue?
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna put up a hut?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead, link your dome spell.
Yeah, do we want to do it in the corridor? Get some other bookcases in, so you don't have to deal with the hole.
Yeah, if we do it out here, then anything coming from the south won't be able to pass through the hallway. Like we'll basically use it as like a wall, you know, to block potential roaming creatures.
I'm gonna have the construct stay in the library basically until it despawns.
All right.
And it is what? 1-foot radius.
Yeah. So I assume you're all gathering around as he casts this.
Yes.
This doesn't seem like the most hidden place for a camp, Iara says.
Doesn't have to be hidden when it's an indestructible dome.
In my experience, nothing is indestructible.
You might be right about that. Honestly, I don't know. As far as the dome goes.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally deleted the dome. I didn't know I can.
That's fine.
It's not letting me move it.
Is that where you want it?
One to the right. Oh, right there, yeah.
Alright.
Is that where we wanted it? Gang?
Yeah?
Alright, so you are all inside of it. You would have
Yeah,
to be
can we drag
like,
Brinkle then?
yeah, if you guys want, you could drag your statue in.
Yeah, we need some art in our new home.
Hang up the painting.
Yes.
Alright, so you
And
yeah.
take a long rest.
Alright, so you're trying to pass a good amount of time in here. Because, well, it's about 5 o'clock, so not too much time.
And I am assuming that before the tiny hut ends, he'll ritual cast another one. If it, you know, runs out of 8 hours.
Iara seems a little uncomfortable and says, well, if we're going to take a long rest, why don't we just go back to Blackwaters?
I don't want to
Oh.
leave Grinkle here.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to
Plus-
leave him here to get help, aren't we?
Yes, but I was going to stay with him once we're in better condition tomorrow.
And leaving him for 8 hours is a lot different than leaving him for maybe just 2.
She kind of shrugs and says, I suppose that's true. Alright, so we're trying to pass some time. Let me know if you're doing anything while the time is passing.
Just reading my book.
You're reading your new, the new book you found?
No, my tome. My spell book.
Oh, your spell book, okay. Alright, so time is passing. So the first, I guess, like 7 hours or so is pretty quiet. Go ahead and spend food as you're starting your long rest. It's now close to midnight. It would be 1 ration each unless you don't need to eat, which I think is just patchwork.
I will get rid of a ration.
I like being a warforged.
Yeah. No eating, no drinking, no breathing. Cannot be turned to stone.
No swimming.
That's the left. No swimming. Yeah. No sweating.
No smell. No touch, no taste.
Who is
Just-
on your third watch? Or sorry, second
Patchwork.
watch.
Patchwork is on all watches because she is conscious while she rests.
Yeah, who else would be awake during second watch?
Don't we have watch
Uh,
rotation?
I don't think it's come up in ages.
No, it
So I
doesn't
don't know if
usually
help
come
us
up.
update.
There should be
Uh,
4
we-
watches with the way I do it now.
If I need to fill, I'll fill whatever spot. I've got a
It
good
looks like
perception.
it's pretty up to date. You just need to add a 4th watch. So we'll say night is second then. So Nil, you and Patchwork are awake. She's like in her kind of just sitting there mode. When you hear very faint, like almost sounds like a chanting, like some kind of rhythmic, almost maybe a ritual type sound coming from the south, and you would notice some light coming from down here as well.
Okay.
It's hard to see what it is because there's, a wall in the way, but something's going on. What do you want to do? And Patchwork, you would see this too, or hear it, I guess, with your 16.
Actually,
I can leave the dome, right? That's the thing I can do.
Yes. The only one who can't leave is the caster of it.
Okay. I will go have a look.
Alright. Are you doing anything, Patchwork?
Yeah, I'll get up and I move over here to keep an eye on him.
What languages do you speak?
Me?
Yeah.
Me or Nil.
No, because the chanting's getting louder now as you get.
I speak common, elvish, giant.
Alright, so none of the noises coming from the chants are not in a language that you understand. You still don't see
But
any people, but there's definitely a light now coming from the southern room here.
If I can hear it and if it's getting louder, can I try to see which language it is?
You would have
If
to
I
get,
understand it.
You would have to get closer. It's still too faint.
I'll inch closer until I can hear it properly.
Alright, what languages do you speak?
Common, Dwarvish, Primordial.
No, it wouldn't be any of those. So neither of you know what this strange language is that they're chanting in. Or who's chanting. What do you want to do?
I really don't want to check this out right now.
Yes.
Give me a religion check. Maybe you might know something with religion.
Do I get a bonus to that?
Either of you can make it. Because I know you're both
Oh,
trained
no,
in
it's-
religion.
Yeah. No, the bonus I get is for druids, and that's nature.
Alright, so Nil, it sounds like some sort of demonic ritual or chant. They may be speaking abyssal, whoever or whatever is making these noises.
Well, let's hope they
Okay.
can't swim.
Yes, I suppose so.
I'll retreat back into the bubble. I really don't want to do this right now.
Alright, so Patchwork backs up. What about Nil?
Huh? Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm heading back. Keeping an
Okay.
eye on the cell.
So the chanting continues for a while, but nothing else will happen. And otherwise, the night passes without issue. So go ahead and long rest.
Long
Oh,
rest.
This was needed.
Do I get rid of my health drain?
Yes. Also, I think your extra HP from 8 is gone.
Yeah, but I'll recast that in the morning.
Okay. So it is.
Poor Grinkle, there is no one to give us inspiring speech.
Yeah, so it is now the 29th of fall at 8 a.m.
I just got a lot of stuff back.
What do you want to do?
So maybe go check what was happening there with chanting. Maybe we'll find some, and then go back for help to save Grinkle.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I'm almost certain the priest can save him, Lyra says. We just have to get him down here. He might ask for a donation to his church, but I mean, maybe we could give him that painting or something. Or maybe we can
Small price to pay for Grinkle.
Yeah, we will take it out of Grinkle's pay.
Turning to stone. Alright, so you head back to the southern room. But you don't see anything different down here in the laboratory.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'll
seem like
climb.
anything's changed.
Climb over. Take a look.
If he goes
Interesting.
over, I'll follow.
Are you sure there was something here even? Seems fine.
Yes.
I will go around and look for trails and things left and like survival
Yeah.
stuff.
For any tracks or traces, yeah, I'll help.
Alright, give me an investigation. Or
Would it be
I'll
more
make it a
survival?
or survival.
Yeah, survival. That's never mind. I'm actually not better at that.
Yeah, not good.
Alright, so
No
yeah,
idea.
you're not noticing anything that looks different. Everything seems the same as yesterday.
Probably a bad dream. Let's go back.
Maybe ask Neil.
Yeah, maybe Nil can tell. Nil? Are you good at noticing stuff? Take a look here. We wanted to check in the room below if we can find any sign of anyone doing something, and we have no idea with patchwork. Maybe that's not something we're used to. Maybe you can find something?
Normally I'm
Is
alright
Neil there?
at this, but currently I'm a bit frazzled.
Hmm.
Do you still have no, you wouldn't have exhaustion anymore. Are you there, Nil?
No.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I was being talked to by someone else. I'm. How do I get across?
We wanted to ask Nil to check because we both failed with patchwork. We wanted Nil to ask Nil to check the room if he can find some trails or traces of what happened in this room.
Yeah, well, they
Okay.
didn't notice anything.
Cool. I will go have a look then.
Alright, give me perception or survival. Yeah, I'll say perception or survival.
Great, good eyes.
So the only thing you notice that's different is some of the burn marks around the cave opening have gotten a little bit larger. Not by that much, though. Nothing else looks different to you in this room.
Okay.
Who
Okay.
knows?
Something
It's,
probably came out of this opening, done a ritual and went back. I don't know. Hopefully nothing important.
This place is accursed. Maybe it was. Who knows? Who could tell what it was?
Yeah.
There are demons
Shall,
here.
shall we go back?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
By the way, it's time's up for today if we want to stop here.
Yes.
Alright, so the group is planning to head back, and we can stop at this point. Go ahead and give me MVP votes. Any comments on the game? Things that you liked or disliked?
I think this was pretty smooth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
might be a little biased, but
Went.
I love combat with the terrain that you are able to use to your advantage. We'll see.
It seemed to me maybe it's just a coincidence that our group was much better equipped to dealing with them, but those skeletons, CR7 seemed too much. I think they didn't feel like CR7. The big ones. But that's maybe because of bludgeoning damage that Kaladin was able to do and just kill them in one round.
Yeah, I mean, they are extremely dangerous if they can get hits off, because they deal over 20 damage per hit. You just are very good at disabling them. So that's one of the reasons you did so well. Against many other parties, they would have been much more deadly. Just this party's resources are a good counter for them. Because, yeah, I've definitely seen them do some nasty damage to groups. But looks like Kaladin, with 4 votes, you are MVP.
Aw, thank you guys. So that's a inspiration point?
Yes, that's an inspiration.
Yeah, if you'll just if you want to take a look and at the thing I wrote for the story ideas, and if you want to, talk to me about any of it, just DM me and I'll, be happy to comply with whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, I'll be on my way. I have to go. It's pretty late here. Cheers.
Alright, see you next
Have a
time.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go too. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got somewhere to be.
Yeah,
But,
I need to get to bed for tomorrow. I will see you next week.
Yes. See you guys next week. Good game.
Yeah, see you next time. Good game.